The appointment was celebrated by many as a milestone moment for racial equality in fashion, but some creatives from the business are all pumping the brakes. They are making the case that the hiring also highlights how much the fashion world must go in regards to repairing its long-standing racism problems. Hypebeast has printed an article titled "Why Virgil at Vuitton Only Begins to Combat Industry Racism" that argues, the hire isn't an indication of systematic shift.
Back in March, it was announced that Virgil Abloh was appointed as the new artistic director of menswear at Louis Vuitton, which makes him the black designer to head a French fashion house.
British fashion designer Casely-Hayford points out that Abloh and other black designers are only being appointed to positions in certain realms of the industry. He explains, black designers have only been accepted in very narrow and predetermined roles. Street style, sportswear, and Afro-fetishism are the main, easy-to-digest categories.
Laura Harris, a professor in African Studies at Pizer College, adds, generally speaking, blackness and some of its attendant vernaculars of representation have been whitewashed, then made highly visible in serving to enhance mainstream fashion styles with a street or urban or ghetto, fabulous, avant-garde edgy lefty revolutionary ethnic aesthetic.
Hypebeast writer Jason Dyke notes that the fashion world has improved in recent years when it comes to diversity on the runway, but behind-the-scenes positions continue to reflect the white-dominated industry. You're totally fine to be on mood boards, perform at the latest Milan shows after party, or maybe be in a campaign, explains Joshua Kissy, founder of creative agency Tunnel. But as far as to ideate and create based on the legacy of a 100-plus-year luxury brand, that's where it gets complicated.
Dyke argues that the appointment was a safe move for Louis Vuitton, in part because of Abloh's reluctance to speak on race or politics. He writes, that 2 of the 3 black designers to hold a French luxury design position stray away from openly discussing social issues is more an indication of the racism that fills the industry than a reason to question the designer's morale.
While Abloh's new role should be applauded, Dyke and others contend that the industry has a long way to go and would benefit from being forward-thinking thought leaders. The industry must move towards fully embracing and supporting talent, without bias, says designer Victor Glamoud. Without inclusion, collectively, especially from the behind the scenes, a glass ceiling will remain for independent entrepreneurs and designers who are black. He adds, fashion, much like Hollywood, is insular and slow-moving. Fashion brands must not only adapt but be forward-thinking leaders, or they will become passé. You can read the full Hypebeast article here.